great for us as coaches, but also for our players, just knowing that they can get into the weight room with a strength and conditioning coach, and not with the protocols of COVID, going in there with a mask or having the facility shut down for a certain period of time because they're being fumigated, and all those other restrictions that we've had. So it's been great, not only on campus, but also when our guys have gone home for the summer, that they don't have to deal with the restrictions there either. They're able to get into their high school gyms or their high school weight training facilities or other facilities. So, they're doing the job. You know, we put on about 8 pounds of muscle per player on average over the summer, and that means they were doing the work, but they also had the facilities to do the work as well. I would say that that growth was really with the guys that are returning, because we can measure that, you know, from where they were last year, and those are the guys that made the significant gains in strength, in weight gain. So we gave them workout, and then just they held themselves accountable to do the workout, and really to a man, they did the work. Well, our two seniors are the Joshes, Josh McCray and Josh Bryan, and they both have done a lot of work in the off season. But you can also tell, again, the proof is in the pudding. It's how they practice. Our Josh Bryan didn't have a great preseason because he was nursing an injured back, but he has steadily improved since, you know, returning from that injury. And then Josh McCray is in the gym all the time. You know, as I walk past the arena, he's always doing some type of drill. We are hoping he's also going to class. But, and he's also bringing in some of those underclassmen who may not know the work ethic that it takes to be a college basketball player. So I appreciate the fact that he has brought some of those younger guys under his wing to do the workouts that he's already done. Luka Robinson, Hunter Wan, and John Weir. And Hunter right now is injured. He had a partially torn pectoral. We're hoping to get him back in about a week. But John Weir is, he was strong last year, but he's a lot stronger now. In fact, I think he has our best vertical jump from a standing position. And that doesn't come naturally. Those are things that you have to work on in the weight room. And then Luka Robinson, I know, had another great off season. And you know, those guys are good for it. You know, they understand, because they've been here so long and they've already been playing college basketball for a couple of years, what it takes and what their deficiencies were. And so the hope was that they were going to work on those deficiencies. And so far from what we see in practice, they have. Yeah, Chris Brooks has been hurt all the preseason with a lower back injury, and so he has not been able to participate. So we're hoping to get him back maybe sometime in December, but that right now is in the doctor's hands. You know, and there's a slew of them, and a lot of them got time last year, and it wasn't our intention to play them, but because of the injuries that we had, because of the COVID protocols that we had, a lot of those guys got minutes, and I think we struggled because of that. You know, because when you play a lot of freshmen, they're going to make freshman mistakes. They're going to have freshman weaknesses, and that's physical weaknesses, but also, you know, with their fundamentals. So, but I think that's going to help us in the long run, because they were given that experiment not in JV games but in real varsity games. So it didn't hurt their confidence at all, but I think it also made them realize just what it takes to be a college basketball player, and the strength, but also the skills. And so, again, I'm really pleased with where they're at right now. The other thing that I'm pleased with is how well they're picking up the concepts of our switching man-to-man and also our flex offense. I would say the first thing is that they have a high basketball IQ. And what I mean by that is when we make corrections with them, and it could be just on the floor corrections, or it could be looking at film, they're quick to pick up their mistakes and then rectify them. So we're not explaining it to them again and again that they have to do something. It's a once and done, or if the mistake is made again, they can self-correct, which is, I think, a sign that they really understand things. Well, defensively, it's going to come down to two stat categories that we've always been concentrating on one is field goal percentage defense, and we were around 40th in the nation last year, which out of 415 teams in Division III was pretty good, but not to our standard. And then rebounding margin. So it's field goal percentage defense, rebounding margin, and we were second in the nation in rebounding margin, and we have to be, I think, in the top 10. So those two keys on defense are huge for us. But then on offense, it's just running our offense. It's going inside out. It's running our fast break, and our fast break can be really good because we rebound the ball well. So we're not playing a slow down game. In fact, I think we're the fastest team, or we want to be the fastest team in the conference. But we don't do that by taking the ball out of bounds. We do that by rebounding, offensive rebounding, or defensive rebounding. But then it's going inside out, looking for the inside score, and then that's not open. Then our sharpshooters or snipers are going to be hopefully open on the perimeter as we go for inside-outside three-point shots. It may come down to an injury here or there, making someone not as competitive as they may have been, but there are a lot of teams coming back. The other thing that we don't know that has really changed the complexion of college basketball is the transfer portal. So we'll see who gets in transfers and other ones that don't. That could play a good part in a program, but it could also cause chemistry problems. We have not gone that route. It's homegrown, so we're going to get in freshmen, we're going to develop them into the system, and we're going to keep them for 4 years. So that's our philosophy. But it's going to be, as always, it's going to be a tough road to hoe. And I sound like a broken record here, but I really don't care what anybody else is doing, because we do something completely different in how we approach our offense and defense. And so it's what we do. We always say, do what we do. We always say, let's be good at what we do a lot. And that's play good defense and run our offense, run our flex offense, which I don't think anybody in the country runs, which is fine by us.